Hey Virgo, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your energy check for February 2022. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or any other prominent placements in your chart. Virgo, 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 we're calling in our energy. We're calling in the energy of our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Virgo. Here we go. What we're going to do is look at your old wise tree spread, look at your energy for the month and see what wants to happen. We'll look at some energy that you don't see coming this month and get some advice. So with Virgo, let's see what's going on with you. We've got the 10 of Cups reversed, 4 of Wands reversed. Ooh, that wanted to flip over. We've got the World card reversed and 8 of Cups reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Pentacles, the Magician, Ace of Pentacles, Justice reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, 9 of Swords reversed, 2 of Cups. We've got the Page of Wands, and we've got the 6 of Cups. Okay, Virgo, let's check it out. It's kind of interesting with all the reversals, but I do read reversals, and I do feel like sometimes it's better when a card is reversed. Let's see. I usually like to see the 5 of Pentacles reversed rather than proper, which we see here. So happening now and into the near future, it looks like you are recouping any kind of resources that you may have lost. The heart of the situation is talking about some kind of, we'll clarify all this too, but the heart of the situation is talking about some kind of foundation being tousled about, having to do with the 2 of Cups, some kind of kindred spiritship, some kind of love connection. So your angels and guides are talking about also some kind of karmic injustice, and your higher self is saying, okay, what this needs is some foundation. And because this foundation of this celebration or the marriage card, or, you know, there's some kind of foundation here that's been messed up here, this needs to be healed. It needs to be reinforced. And that's what your higher self is talking about. This is all coming from a place of somebody's 10 of Cups being totally rocked, turned upside down. So the end of a cycle, but now what's next? The beginning of a new cycle. So what I do feel like is there's some kind of relationship that's going on here, Virgo. And I want to say this just looks like a romantic relationship, but of course it doesn't have to be. This could be a work relationship, a friendship, a familial relationship. But it's some kind of relationship that is important to you. Okay. And this is some kind of injustice. It also looks like it's not a new love. This looks like a love or relationship that has been, it's been ongoing. Here's the 8 of Cups reversed in this position of the releasing. Release the idea that you're actually ready to leave this relationship. I don't feel like that's the case at all, or that someone else is about to leave the relationship. It's more like there's some things that have happened that need to be mended. This is even, I have resistance to turning this cup completely upside down. I have resistance to leaving this. So the momentum here is that the love is there, but there are definitely some things that need to be addressed. And this karmic injustice is there, needs to be addressed. But it looks like it will be addressed, happening now and into the near future. That's that recouping all those resources that were lost. This might be a financial thing too, having to do with this relationship. There's something gone on where someone's been giving more than the other. Your advice is collaborating and figuring out how to mend this. This is also for myself as a reader, a therapy card. And that's a possibility, Virgo. That's a possibility. But it does look like you're recouping resources that you've lost. Your higher self is talking about healing a foundation. Even this feels like a new house. And the big picture is manifesting. It's manifesting things into fruition, into your life in present time. And all this resistance over here to releasing this relationship, this is about mending it. Past, present, future, we've got some unfinished business, which is also validating this mending with this healing card, with this therapy card. Present time, the door is open for the soulmate relationship. That's what it looks like. The door is open, messages are going back and forth because this is a soulmate relationship. And we've got both of this kindred spirits and soulmates and past life type energy here. And this is the trajectory. We've got the Nine of Swords reversed. The Nine of Swords reversed for me is coming out of a time of madness, coming out of a time of like nightmarish, upset, anxiety, all of that stuff. It's healing from those things. Let's do some clarifying, Virgo. Yep, this is the one that is lighting up. So let's take a look at, I want to look at this Magician. So Virgo energy, angels and guides are the highest vibrations of love and light. What's going on with this Magician? And this Magician, the Magician can be a healer for sure. And this is a healing card, the tree. Here's the Seven of Cups also. And this is talking about, you know, I feel like there's some fairy tale thinking here. There was some fairy tale thinking here, and it didn't go exactly as planned. There were some resources that were lost because things were not manifested into the physical. It was more like it was left in the thought process or the dream state, and it wasn't manifested into the physical. But this doesn't have to break this relationship. It can actually be mended. It can be, oh yeah, I'm even hearing it can be resolved. Let's take a look at, interesting. Oh, okay, I will say this. This is kind of important. Here we have this, another healing card, but this is another therapy card. It is about collaboration. And when I ask about this collaboration, this therapy card is not talking about collaborating with everybody else's opinion about what's going on here. That's not what this is. And everybody else seems to have an opinion about how this relationship is going, like ongoing. And that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good that everyone else's energy is in this place. Yeah, and I'm actually even getting yeses on that. It's really important not to include friends and family and coworkers in on what's going on in this relationship, whether it's romantic, friendly, family, or whatever. This is about one specific couple or group of people. I would say couple. Let's take a look at this Ten of Cups reversed. And this is that end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. Yeah, and it's coming from a place of clouds. It's coming from this place of not being completely, something feels cloudy. I feel like it's the boundaries. The boundaries feel cloudy. They don't feel clear. Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles is talking about your higher self, is talking about something needs to end. And I feel like more so it's a behavior. A behavior needs to end so that this new cycle can begin in a different way and healing can occur. Healing can occur. Let's look at this injustice. What was this injustice about? It feels like some magical thinking was happening, healing from magical thinking. This also looks like some injustice. You know, I'm kind of wondering if somebody went on a trip and some kind of interaction happened on a trick. What is going on with my speech right now? Okay, maybe that has to do with this cloudiness of communication, but it looks like there might have been an injustice on some kind of trip at a particular event. And it does feel like with someone from the past, not a new person, but an older person. I mean, not an older person, but like a past person, somebody who's been around in the life for a little while. You know what? I want to get some more clarification on that. What is this injustice? So your higher self is talking about the foundation being able to be healed. The foundation is able to be healed, but you're also talking about this injustice, and the injustice has to be something that is released from the past, which it looks like it is. So this is some kind of event that happened, some kind of something that happened that I don't even necessarily feel like this was a big deal. It almost even feels like somebody was just talking to someone else. Or, oh, I feel like, I feel like someone gave somebody more information than they needed to give them. And the betrayal was actually about someone talking, someone giving information that they, you know, it's like, I feel like it's somebody talking about their relationship with an old girlfriend, or somebody talking about their business with like the competition, or somebody talking to an old friend about a friendship relationship where they're not friends with that person anymore. It's like a betrayal of trust having to do with information. Yeah, I can even hear somebody saying like, if you loved me, you wouldn't have talked to this other person about the personal things that are going on with me. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. That's the kind of betrayal that it seems like. It doesn't feel like a physical betrayal to me. And something that can be mended. Okay, let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles reverse, recouping this energy. And this is not an easy feat. Here's the Mountain. So it's like, yeah, it can be healed and it can be recouped, but it's not necessarily an easy feat. There's a lot of talking that needs to happen here, a lot of talking and understanding. I'm also hearing a lot of agreements need to be made, willingly made. Okay, and here's this Child card. So here's this Four of Wands reversed. Somebody feels like their inner child is very upset by this. And the reason why this person is so upset about this could be you or this could be this other person. But the reason the person is upset about this betrayal is because this is something that they've had to deal with in the past. I feel like this is more of an inner child coming out. It is the Page of Swords that's coming out. It's like, this has to do with feeling misrepresented or feeling vulnerable when someone has information about you. That's what it feels like. Let's look at this Two of Cups. And again, I really do feel like this is, for a lot of you, more of a romantic thing. It's like someone talking to their ex about their current relationship, and their current relationship is like, no, you don't get to talk to an ex about our relationship, or something like that. Or not even necessarily an ex, but somebody who is interested or is, you know, available. You don't get to talk to this person about your relationship and what's going on in there. There's some kind of inappropriate information swap, some kind of thing. All right, but it's not enough to totally throw this out. Wow, look at all that. Here's gossip. Here's gossip. You know, this Page of Swords is about gossip. It's about people talking about your relationship and someone contributing to that, the other person contributing to that. Okay, I'm not ready to totally let this go yet, but something has deteriorated. Trust has been broken. And yeah, okay, so the masculine energy and the feminine energy, they're both here. The divine partnership is here. It does feel like this is a soulmate connection. And somebody is just being, they're not thinking about how this affects other people. It's almost like, well, this shouldn't bother you. Well, it does. And so because it does, you need to deal with it, you know, and there's no reason why this shouldn't bother you. Like, yes, there's not a should or a shouldn't. It does. It needs to be dealt with. This is the past unfinished business. So I don't feel like this relationship is over. And this is also the book. It's like, no, our story's not done yet. We need to move forward. We need to evolve from this. This person definitely needs to evolve to figure out, I need to not talk to everybody about my business and our business. Yeah, there's definitely more though with this relationship. I even feel angry. I feel angry that this person did this and was so oblivious about it. But I don't feel like what they did was malicious. I do feel like the other person that's upset about this feels like they're in a vulnerable position because the person that they talk to, it's pretty clear that that person is being manipulative. Like it's not really a trustworthy person. But your person who talked doesn't really realize that, and it's really super annoying. Okay, let's look at present time. The door is open for this past life relationship. Here, there's even the stars. Wishes being granted. And again with the Six of Cups, we are together. But here we have this Foxy, which is a little bit, it's challenging because it is trying to configure things, trying to plan things, trying to be crafty. She's crafty. I think that's what it is. It's talking about the other person that's been spoken to, creating difficulties, creating talk, creating misrepresentation, feeling like they are powerful. And that kind of takes some things away from the relationship. You're supposed to be the, feel powerful. Your partner's supposed to make you feel powerful, like you two have the power together. And so this other person being given some power brings vulnerability into the relationship, and it doesn't feel good. I will say this though, this jumped out, and this Nine of Swords. So releasing the anxiety from this is luck being on your side. So let's take a look at that for a second. Luck being on your side. I will say that here we have this King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is like, I do not want this to be over. The Eight of Cups reverse comes back in, and the King of Pentacles is like, I am in no way trying to pursue this other person, which I feel like you already know. And also this King of Pentacles is saying, I'm interested in a long-term relationship with you. I am not into the sneaky monkey business, which is this other person. Yeah. Wow, I'm even hearing this person is interested in the sanctity of marriage. That phrase I heard out loud. But this could be a Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius energy, but this is a lot of healing energy and angels being around you. And I just want to ask about this person. Like, seriously, person, like, why? Why do you have to do this? Can you figure out that this isn't okay, and what the power play is here, and how to, yeah, somebody has, rocked the boat and created a situation where this is no longer balanced. The foundation is not balanced because of what they did and what they said. You can't just do that. Okay. Do you understand? They're like, yeah. They're like, well, then what is okay? I really feel like this person's like, well, they don't get it. They don't get it. They're kind of being, you know what? This is immature energy. And that's what this is saying too. This is immature energy from a grown person. And it also looks like they're going into some healthy self-reflection to think about this. But what it looks like is a third party needs to be like, look, yo, you guys have to have some sacredness here. You can't just give it all up to everybody outside of the relationship bubble. Like, this isn't cool. And they have to be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was a thing, but now I do. And so now I'm acting on it. So even though that seems really ridiculous, because it kind of seems like they should know something like this already, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to know that. Let's take a look at some energy that you don't see coming this month, Virgo. Let's see. and the gift. This person does want to come in and, yeah, here's the marriage card. Somebody wants to, I don't even really feel like this is about reconciling, because I feel like for most of you, this is for somebody you're already with. It's not really like the relationship is over. It's like there's just something going on that needs to be addressed. And there's a gift. Someone's trying to make it better without dealing with the situation. But ultimately, the situation has to be dealt with. And yeah, that's going to be work. And it's going to be work because this person's kind of oblivious about what happened. They're upset that you're upset. They need to understand what the official deal is, the official person. You don't go around talking to other people about official business with non-official people. It's like, I'm the official person, I'm the official person. No third party is the official person. So no official information goes to outside of this. I don't know why they don't understand it. Why don't they understand it? What is the deal? Yeah, they're just like not private, or they're not as private as the other person in this relationship. They're just not as private. Maybe they're kind of like gossipy too, or let's call it being social. They're being social, or they're used to being social. They're not worried about their information being out there because they do it too, but they need to figure it out. Some boundaries need to be made is what it looks like. Let's take a look at messages of love oracle cards here, Virgo. What's going on? Messages of love. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. That's for sure. You're going to see to it that that happens. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Yeah. Just let this be a process. Don't rush it. Here and now. Your true love is already part of your life. Yeah. I feel like this person is here to stay. And I also feel like there's just evolving that's happening. Let's take a look at your Moonology cards, Virgo. And we have a time to give rather than take. New moon energy, starting over, planting new seeds. And here's the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. And here is step outside of your comfort zone, North Node. I really do feel like this is about evolution to that place, to that ultimate soul lesson, to that ultimate goal. This one's going to come out too. Wow, super interesting, because here's the South Node also. Don't let your past hold you back. So the North Node and the South Node are here. And past life energy is here in this relationship. So I do feel like this is somebody who you're coming into this relationship with some karmic stuff that needs to be taken care of. That's that injustice, the karmic injustice reverse. There's karmic stuff that you're coming in to learn with each other. And you're also coming in to move forward into some common soul lessons, common highest and greatest potential type energy. So I do feel good about this, but I definitely feel the agitation and frustration about something seemingly very clear, but somehow somebody not getting it. But I feel like they will though, Virgo. I really do. And I feel like this can be mended and move forward. And I feel like it can evolve and heal. So I will come back in a couple of days with your love sitch spread. This was your energy check, but there was lots of love in here. So I'll be curious to see what happens. Talk to you in a little bit.